During the Syrian civil war, the United States, the United Kingdom, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and France repeat the same message. Assad must go. Assad must go. Or, we cannot have peace in Syria with Assad in power. So, what could happen if Assad leaves? So, first of all, let's talk about the bad thing that's gonna happen. The rebels do not believe in democracy or secularism. They say they want Sharia law. At the beginning of the Syrian civil war, the goal of the rebels was to have a democracy and fight against inequality and corruption. But now they are not the same rebels. Now 60% of the rebels are Islamists, and half of the rebels are jihadists, and 1/3 of the rebels share ISIS aim. And some of the rebels are fighting alongside al-Nusra. Al-Nusra is the Al-Qaeda branch in Syria. They are classified as a terrorist organization by the United Nations. And what do you think gonna happen if the rebels replace the Syrian government? I mean, the war is not over. The war is continue. They would have to defeat the Kurds in north of Syria. And even if the rebels defeat the Kurds, they will have division between the many rebel groups for the future of Syria. And what if the rebels are fighting each other? That's very likely. That's what happened in Libya after Gaddafi was overthrown. And now Libya is a failed state. And Assad, whether you like him or hate him, he protecting the hundreds of thousands of Christians in Syria that could be persecuted by the rebels. Same thing with the Alawite, the Arab branch of Shia Islam. Millions of Syrians are Alawite, and the rebels will also persecute the Alawite because Assad is an Alawite. By example, Zaran al-Lush, the former leader of the Army of Islam, Jaish al-Islam, called for the cleaning of all Shia in Damascus. That's not like one side is pure good and one side is pure evil. The Assad government, in my view, is the lesser of two evils. The Syrians do not want the rebels to win. That's why 70 to 80% of Syria is under Assad control, and he controls half of the population, and the rebels only control 10 to 20% of Syria and 10% of the population. Now, what are the good things if Assad is gone? Well, under Assad, Syria is a secular government. It's not a crazy leader like North Korea. There are only one thing that I consider good if Assad is gone. Hezbollah, the Lebanon Shia militia, would collapse. Hezbollah is basically a state within Lebanon. They have their own military, they control south of Lebanon, their goal is the destruction of the state of Israel. Hezbollah dragged Lebanon in unnecessary war with Israel. They build up missiles near Israel border. I don't like Israeli leader and their action, but I don't want the destruction of Israel. So that's absolutely a good thing if Hezbollah collapses. But a civil war in Lebanon may start to fill the vacuum of power. So, to summarize, the rebels are not moderate, a lot of them are extremists, they want Sharia law, they would persecute Shia and Christian, and we could have another civil war between the rebels. But Hezbollah would collapse, which is a good thing, but Lebanon will have a civil war if Hezbollah collapses. And the government is secular, they protect the Shia, Christian, Jews and atheists. So I want to hear your opinion. Tell me what you think. Every comment is welcome.